What's going on, FG fam? Welcome to another episode of the Louisville Coyotes MyLeague expansion on NBA 2K21. We took a dub in the opener of season number 2 of this series, as we did simulate the first season. Only the 11th win in team history. So now we are going to go through the month of December and possibly get ourselves into January, basically. And we are going to do some game casts and try to get a little bit further ahead. I want to get through season number 1, our technical season number 1, a little bit quicker so that we can basically get some guys to develop, get ourselves a little bit better, and maybe get some more draftees in here. Maybe draft some of you guys. If you did not create a prospect, make sure you go back to the opener of this series and get yourself a prospect. As we lose 134-92 against the Grizzlies. Yeah, not exactly what we wanted to do, but let's move into this Atlanta Hawk game as the Hawks jump out to a very early lead in this simcast. And it's drawing a little bit closer near halftime, but then they pull away after the half. They just beat us in every single quarter so far. So no reason to think that we will have any late comeback attempt really here. So we go right on through this one. And the final score ends up being 110-83 in favor of Atlanta. Fields had 23 points in this one, 19 for Barber, 10 for Weird Vladimir Sankovic, and Thorpe had 18 boards, which is nice. If he would have had 3 more points, could have had another double-double. It'd be nice to see him average a double-double. Now, in a rematch game against the Knicks, as we are now on the road against the New York Knicks, they have a tiny little lead that grows a little bit and then dissipates. It's basketball, a game of runs, and we end up taking a lead in the third quarter. So maybe a little bit of a possibility, you might think. We have a little bit of a lead into the fourth, and we are going to stop this game with 2:13 to go. We have a 2-point lead. We do a little bit of a jump in here, 80-78 with 1:33 to go. We've got a shot. We got to play some defense. And yes, I will be changing the uniform glitch thing in the next episode, I promise. Here's Cotton up against Randall, as Randall makes the beautiful shot on him. 82-80 is what the score is with 41 seconds to go, and Van Vliet with the ball. Van Vliet retreats, and then he comes for the drive, and the runner is good. Van Vliet makes it 84-80. A 4-point lead for Louisville. We need a 3-ball if we can get it, or a very quick 2. Law trying to go for that quick 2, and he is not able to make the dunk. He is blocked away from it. The foul now. Van Vliet will have 2 shots. The first one is good, and this second one might essentially take us right out of the game. Who knows? And it is good as well. So 86-80 with 24 seconds to play. We've got to get a quick shot here. And inside, Cotton. Nice play. That makes it 86-82. 4-point game. We get another foul. They get a chance with Brown. He makes the first of 2. And Brown on his second one, he will make that one as well. It's back to a 6-point game. We really don't have much of a chance, but Knox thought we might have maybe had a chance. I don't know. We'll see. 88-82. Here's Cotton. Cotton's going to pass it over to Woods, gets it over to Fields. Fields inside to Wesley. Wesley working. Maybe he'll draw a foul. No. Cotton. Here's Fields for 3. No good. Rattles out. Woods going to go up for it, and he is fouled. So Woods would have 2 shots, but only 1.2 seconds to go, so not really worthy in this one. 88-84 after the free throws, and the Knicks looking like they're going to win this thing, and the pass-in does confirm it. An 88-84 victory for the Knicks at home at Madison Square Garden. They do enact revenge on our Louisville Coyotes, and we haven't won a game since winning that opener. Stanley Fields goes for 22 points, 5 boards. He had 2 assists, a steal as well, but he was 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Cotton, 17 points, 7 boards, 5 steals. 12 points from Barber, 10 from Weird Vladimir Sankovic. Thorpe only had 6.7 boards. He didn't even have double digits in rebounds. So now we're back into Gamecasts as the visiting Blazers coming up against us, and this game was a lot closer than I thought it would be for a while, as we tied them in second quarter points. Third quarter, they kind of blew us out of the water, but in the fourth quarter here, we give them a little bit of a fight, but it just did not work out as they won 3 quarters and tied one of them, so there was no doubt that they were going to get this win. 103-79, they get the win. And again, Thorpe didn't get a double-double. Usually, if you notice in these games in the box scores, if Thorpe does a really nice job, we tend to win, because if our bigs can really get the thing done on the glass, we have a much better chance. Raptors just blowing the doors off our Coyotes in Toronto as they get a 128-94 win. Thorpe had a much better game, but he cannot be the number one scoring option in order for us to get wins either. So I guess a little bit of a caveat there, but it's 16-11 he gets, 16 points, 11 boards. Everyone else, you got to kick your game up. So here we go against the Houston Rockets on the road in Houston, as this is probably the weirdest road trip I've seen in basketball. Toronto to Houston, who knows? Houston with a little bit of a lead. We take a lead. Now inside 2 minutes, we're going to jump in. It's a tie ball game here, as we've just got 1:09 to go. James Harden, though, facialize as he gets the 3 ball, and Rockets go up 3. Here's Thorpe with it. He's not really going to shoot the 3, but he'll pass inside to Wesley with the kiss off the glass. With a 1-point deficit now, Coyotes do need to try to get a turnover maybe, but Harden, again, with the facial threes, he is just throwing them all over our faces. Here's Cotton on the drive off the glass, but now it's a 2-point lead for Houston as they're getting 3s while we get 2s. Harden, nice drive. He makes it a 4-point game. There's no 4-point play unless we can get a foul. There's a foul, but it's on Wesley. So Harden is going to take 2 shots, and Harden is going to make 2 shots. So Harden has already had 10 points since we have started this, and that is incredible. So 92-86, last chance for the Coyotes. Fields trying to hit the 3 ball. It comes off back iron, and that is the end of it. In Houston, the Coyotes will fall 92-86. And Coyotes still looking for that second win of the season. We still haven't seen it. Thorpe led all scorers with 15 points. He had 9 boards as well. Cotton had 11 and 6 assists. Barber had 10 points. 10 points for Mitchell. Weird Vladimir Sankovic had 9 points, 12 boards. So we'll see what ends up happening, as Fields was not a complete waste of time, but 26 minutes to only come away with like 5 points. That's terrible. Visiting Pelicans and Zion Williamson, and the Pelicans absolutely wiping the floor with our white mop-looking Coyotes, 139-96. Barber led all scorers with 21. Cotton had 18 and 10. That is a very good game. He also had 3 steals. Mitchell had 12 boards. Woods got hurt in the game. You hate to see that. And we go up against the Spurs. Spurs visiting Louisville in town for one night only. And we take a nice lead into the third. We're actually in the lead so much it's not really too pressing to jump into the game, as we jump out to like an 8-point lead here with not a ton of time to go, and we end up only winning it by 2. Coyotes almost blew that game, had a huge halftime lead. Fields with 24 points. He was 9 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Thorpe, 20 and 9. That is a game I like seeing from him, though I would have liked to see one more board. But Thorpe and Fields led the way in this one, and now we host the Celtics as we had our second win of the year. Can we get our third against Boston? Doubt it. But we will take a look here, as Boston had a decent enough halftime lead, not a big insurmountable one. If we can have a really good fourth quarter, we can make it close, but no, not going to happen, as the final score ends up 121-101. We lose by 20. Thorpe had 23 points, 8 boards. Damn. 18 for Cotton with 7 boards, 4 assists. He needs more assists. Come on, you are the point guard. Pass it a little bit. Weird Vladimir Sankovic with 9 points. Fields, though, 29 minutes to only have 4 points. You can do better than that, buddy. You can do better. So we take a look at how the standings are shaping up. Boston Celtics are the best team in the Eastern Conference. You can see as you get near the bottom, who's there? Well, our Louisville Coyotes, but we're not the worst. Pittsburgh Force and Detroit Pistons worse on the Eastern Conference standing sheet. If you go to the Western Conference, you can see near the bottom, there's just a lot of teams really teetering on the edge as to whether they're mediocre or just bad. Phoenix Suns, the only double-digit win team in the West. Taking a look at how our points are shaping up in the first month of the year. Stanley Fields leads us in points per game of 14.4. Cotton has 13.9, Barber 12.9, and Thorpe with 12.7 points per game. Looking at how the rebounds go, obviously Thorpe's going to be our leading rebounder. Mitchell's averaging 5 boards a game, so that's pretty interesting as well. We'll see how these rookies can end up developing throughout the year. Now we're into January, so we are going to be playing the Magic in January. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And for the love of franchise content, as that is all we do here. If you want to see some more franchise, make sure you click right here to see some more franchise.